Hello, hello. I've just seen that I'm frozen. I will try my best to get this sorted. We had some issues like this yesterday as well. I think I know what the problem might be, but we'll see. How is everyone? Hopefully you can still hear me anyway. How is everyone? Still chat to you in the chat. Still frozen. Oh, for why? What's going on? Subnet, we missed you, my British brother. Thank you, Christian. We can hear you with no problem. Okay, that's cool. At least you can hear me. I'm trying to fix the issue. I think I have a USB like extender, and I think it's faulty. And I think every time it like disconnects itself, it freezes the camera, but then I can't like unfreeze it without causing a problem. So we'll see if there's a way around this now. Let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. Still frozen. What is going on? When is the Kaisenat collab stream? Imagine if TokuTuber goes far enough that they stream with Kaisenat. That'd be hilarious. Is he the guy that's just well, it might have been a while ago at this point, but did the stream with the cast of Good Luck Charlie? It's wild. I know who Kai Cenat is, by the way. I just didn't know whether Kai Cenat is the one that did the stream with Good Luck Charlie. Yeah, fair enough. Wow, what's going on? Why is this? Oh, okay. Maybe. We've got a result here. Okay, a slight result. And if the camera freezes again, at least I know what I'm going to do. Pop these underneath here. I should probably also try and chuck a lat on top of this as well, because currently we are not looking too pretty. Bear with. One day we'll be able to just press a button and the entire thing will be up and running. That's how I've got my YouTube set up so far. I just press a button, the lights come on, and I'm off. Oh, that's a bit too much. This doesn't look too bad. I'll go with that. There we go, lovely. Alpha King, nice to see you. Chris, Cine Fastique. I was reading Christian Griffin, then I read your name. Cine Fastique Productions, me when I'm about to go to bed, but Nate put on a live. I know, I should try and do them a bit earlier, but I'm very aware that there's a lot of time zones going on, and also I don't get off work until, well, I didn't get off work until an hour ago. And on the days where I'm not working, obviously I could in theory do them earlier. But yeah, don't feel obliged to stick around. Elmer, hello. Oh, Elmer. I was going to say, if you kept freezing, just put an image of Zord on. You know, I might. I'll put a voice filter on then as well and just become the man, the myth, the legend. Right, let's watch me end up messing it up even more now. Yeah, I think I need to get myself a new USB like dock, and then that way it stops disconnecting. But for now, it is what it is. This is stream number 5, I want to say. But I don't know. Jess Hood, ooh, upset. Just remember, this is all a fake Power Rangers as a kid show. We had a bunch of adults getting mad over other opinions. I've not been mad over anything. I made a fun video, and people are getting mad over it. And I thought we could talk about it. If you guys haven't seen the video, it's basically just determining who is the peak top tier Red Ranger. What do you use for recording live? Just OBS. OBS, link it up to TikTok and YouTube, although I'm not doing TikTok today because we had some issues with it last time and couldn't be bothered to try and set that up again. But yeah, Sonic Prime was being cancelled after season 3. That's gutting. I never watched Sonic Prime, but it was I've been told to watch Sonic X. That's apparently like the big sort of, or like the main OG Sonic show. Expressive nature, said Jason. As in what? Oh, as in who was the best Red Ranger? Well, you have to watch my video if you want to see my opinion. However, there was a comment I made about Leo from Lost Galaxy saying that he did nothing but just rip his shirt off. Now, obviously, that was exaggerated for comedy purposes. I'm very aware he did more than that. But it caused a bit of a stir. And potentially I need to rewatch Lost Galaxy because it was a joke. It was an over-exaggeration. But in general, there's not too much that stands out to me from that show other than the Psycho Ranger Kendrick's arc. So probably time that I do a rewatch. Sonic Boom was good. Sonic Boom was the one that has just like all of those like really self-aware moments, isn't it? And like fourth wall breaks. That's a decent show. Should let some people fall in. What did you guys say? I saw you guys were vibing with the music. It's just the music I put in most of my videos. I was just like, you might as well go for it. It was a vibe, wasn't it? Did it make the waiting nicer? Just to chill, listening to some tunes. It's called Day Off by Tokyo Music Walker. It's a bit of a vibe. It's a banger. I use it in like every video to the point where it's like a description like mainstay because I'm just like I always use it. Just slow fade out. Elmer asks, what is your favorite Power Ranger season? My favorite season is Ninja Storm. However, recently, it still is Ninja Storm. I can't see that changing for a while, but I have been thinking to myself that there's a lot of seasons that I haven't properly rewatched in a while, so I may have to do like a rewatch soon and maybe determine a new one. It might still end up being Ninja Storm, but who knows? Bear with, chat amongst yourself. What's has anybody seen the new video that dropped today? It's doing quite well so far. I'm really happy with it. So 1 out of 10, which if anybody who doesn't use like YouTube Studio and stuff, just means out of the last 10 videos, people are really enjoying it. Also, the last live stream we did was a duo one with Yugi Joe. Don't know if you guys enjoyed that. Well, I know a lot of people did, but a new Sonic series is coming to Nick though. No date is attached. It will follow Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, Amy, Shadow, and Eggman, and Amy of Metal Sonic's made by Eggman. Nice. Jason is overrated. Oh my god, he was the original. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it? I think he's Jason is like he is a good leader, but I think to call him the like absolute best Red Ranger ever is a madness. Just because he was the first one. I also don't like Tommy as a Red Ranger. Incredible Green Ranger, incredible White Ranger, incredible Black Ranger. Do not rate him as a Red Ranger. Gotta go fast. I got let's see if I can try and grab this without causing a scene. Oh, I'm already causing a scene. Oh god. I got the Sonic 3 popcorn bucket from when I went to see it a couple of weeks ago. It's quite sick, to be fair, you know. Sonic, Tails, Shadow, Knuckles. It's pretty sick. I also tipped all the popcorn in the boot of my car when trying to bring it home. I wasn't mad because we all have opinions, and the only way to figure out who is the best Red Ranger is to get a survey from. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the person who I say is the best in that video is just my my thoughts. Do you know what I mean? The internet be doing Gumball's dirty. What? Oh, like... Wait, is that something I've missed? Is it because she looks like Sonic? She's blue. I was also considering, and obviously, you know, none of you guys have to, well, endure it. Like, we definitely won't be doing it tonight. But a lot of these streams, minus the last one, we were talking with Yugi Joe. It's been me chatting to you guys, and I'm vibing with that. I'm having a great time, and if you guys are enjoying it, then that's great. But if you want me to start doing like, I don't know, like tier lists, games, stuff like, do you know what I mean? Stuff that we can get involved with. I don't know if I'll be able to stream it, but my PlayStation's been getting repaired, but I'm getting that back as of next week. And I do want to get as rewind, so you might be able to see about streaming that, but I don't know if I can stream it and do it like this at the same time. So we'll have to see. I'll have to get myself a cheap capture card otherwise. Is it just me, or did I have a crush on Poisandra and Dayu when I was 5? Poisandra, for starters, I feel old because I think Poisandra Dayu was 2011, right? So I was 8, fair enough. But then Poisandra was when I was like 13. That's crazy. I recently did a video, or was part of a video on Keza Henshin's channel, where we talk about our Power Ranger / Sentai hot takes, and Dayu was one of mine. Not hot takes, but like hear me outs. And Dayu was one of mine. And she's doing a second one, which I'm also going to be a part of. So I'll have to come up with some spicier ones, I think. What is your future possibilities of Lego Power Ranger sets? My future possibilities. If you just mean like my thoughts on it, like I'd buy Lego Power Ranger sets, absolutely. I'm not as big as a fan of my girlfriend. My girlfriend loves Lego. I've just recently bought her a Vespa, you know, like the moped bike. But down there, and I'm not going to attempt to pick it up because, oh, maybe you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, there we go. I'll put the mic like that. The little Lego up house. I don't know why, like this. To be fair, I've got a little Lego Spider-Man that I haven't built yet. Potentially build it on the stream. I don't know. Maybe I'll save it. Where is our Lord and sexy savior, Yuki Joe? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Should we hit him up, see if he'll join the chat? I need to make him a mod of this chat anyway, so... Hold on, I'll send him a video. Yuki Joe, you have been summoned to the chat by Christian Griffin. Get your ass in here, and I'll make you a mod as well. There we go. I will say Amelia could have been top 10 if given more screen time. I feel she makes 11, but no further because it mainly was pink rather than red. Yeah, I would have loved more time with the Cosmic Fury team, to be fair. Up is an underrated movie. I love Up. I've got a tattoo of Up on the back of my leg. Oh no, I've just seen that my camera's gone again. Oh, wait. Okay, bear with. I wonder if... This is a tricky one. I wonder. I think there's a world where I can solve this permanently for tonight anyway. So you guys might lose my feed. So what I'm going to do just for a sec... Where is the Glorious Alpha King? Whether he's in the chat, I don't know, but can't confirm anything yet just because I don't want to pressure him into a schedule or anything. But next week, we might get Alpha King on the stream. Like, actually on the stream, so we'll see. But yeah, I will be 2 seconds. I will play some music for you guys. In fact, I'll put you back to the starting soon screen, and I will try to be as quick as I can. Okay, so until I get it fixed, this should stay consistent now. Until I, okay, you know, I'll probably order one right after this as well. Just a new USB hub because I need some more slots. But it clearly just ain't working. Am I in focus? Make sure I'm in focus. Chuck the lat back on myself as well. Be happy days. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love Alpha King. He is an absolute... The name precedes itself. Is that the phrase? What is your opinion on Troy from Megaforce? Not the actor, but the character. I believe that there was possibility for a good character. He was just maybe wrong. Yeah, the character could have been fine. The actor, as much as, you know, let's not even talk about him. It was a bit dry, and maybe that was the directing, but there was definitely a sense of like, you know, there's no emotion, there's no heart. Could have been a cool character. I messaged Brennan Mahir on Snap about the Paramount movie. I asked him if he was in it, and he said maybe. Okay. Personally, don't think he is. I think they're going very original with it, and if they were going to bring anybody back, I don't think it would be Tyler Navarro. We've also gone up like 3 subs since I started streaming as well. Tilt this down a bit. Lovely. Didn't say yes, didn't say no. I don't think he's in it. I don't think he'll be in it. Arby, the Queen. Folks in the chat, Arby, or Abe, as the username is the leading role in My Girlfriend Guesses Power Rangers from the Film Foam channel. The absolute queen that bagged us 35,000 views. I did send that video to Yugi Joe, by the way, guys, and there's been no response. So I just imagine man is very busy. Imagine having Brennan on one of these streams. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? Well, he does content. He does do YouTube. Maybe at some point. Maybe as we grow. Maybe that's the 10,000 subscriber special. Getting Brennan Mahir on for an interview. That'd be fun. That'd be class. I do sometimes wonder about reaching out to Ranger actors because I feel like, not to get too over my head, I feel like I could get Amy Jo not on a stream but on at an interview because I've had a couple of chats with her, and she was a big fan of the fact that I did videos on the return as well. So that could be cool. But yeah, getting Brennan on stream. I think Brennan's the only. I could be wrong. I think maybe the guy that plays Merrick from Wild Force does live streams, but I think Brennan's the only like Ranger actor that does YouTube now. Could be very wrong. Obviously, I don't want to, you know, downplay anybody else. But yeah, that would be nuts. Is there anybody? Does anybody else know of any other Ranger actors that do YouTube? I know there's a lot that'll post on like TikTok and stuff, but I mean like proper content because like Brennan does. The thing is with Brennan though, and it's not like by no means a disrespect, but there will just be a lot of like. I really like his videos when he's just walking around telling stories about the set or like doing different things. When he's just like reacting to like a blooper reel or something, I'm just like But I think that's just my view on reactions anyway. Genuinely, I wholeheartedly believe the only channel, and I'm not even saying this because like I know them or because I XYZ, the only channel who I thoroughly enjoy watching reaction content for is Keza Henshin and the Tomkatsu, you know, team, and the Multiverse. And that goes for myself as well. That's why I don't do much reaction content anymore. Sierra Hannah has a channel, but she's been active since January 2020. I see. Yeah, I know JDF obviously used to have a channel as well, which was pretty sick. I believe the actor who played Justin does YouTube. Does he? Blake Foster. Should we have a look? Should we see if? I don't. The trouble is, I don't. Have I got a screen where I can like? What about this? Oh no, that's the wrong camera though. No, I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, you were back. I'll have a look regardless though. Blake Foster, and I know that ASJ and Walter Jones do Fanwood as well. Blake Foster does have a YouTube channel. He hasn't posted in 3 years though. That's kind of cool, I suppose, though. Yeah, I can't find any more. I think Brennan Mahia's the only actual like consistent one. Does Yoshi have one? That's the question. He does everything, doesn't he? He does have a YouTube channel. He posted 2 months ago. Hey yo, he's doing some quite sick stuff. Did some Digimon videos, some like card unboxings. Yoshi out here, you know. Dan the Hyman Divider Schneider has returned to Hollywood, unfortunately. Well, as in Dan Schneider, like Nickelodeon Dan Schneider. What's happening, Ross? I can't tell if you're saying what's happening as in like the UK/Welsh version of like hello, or physically asking what's happening. Clear that up. If you're physically asking what's happening, just live streaming. I posted a video earlier today that was about ranking Red Rangers, and people have been beefing in the comments, so I thought we'd have a chat about it if anybody wants to. I don't think Justin was a bad character. He was annoying, but could have been written better. He was a fine character. The only problem was that like I just don't think a kid works well as a ranger. Do you know what I mean? I think it works better when they're a role model rather than just like, you know, one of your buddies in school. Alpha King returns. Are they emojis or are they? You've sent something. I think it's just maybe YouTube's way of showing me on the chat, but I don't even. What are they? Are they trophies? I never left. Never mind. I'm glad I'm a Sentai guy when looking at Power Ranger comments. I've always said that majority, and that's not everybody, but the majority of Power Ranger fans compared to the majority of Sentai fans, it's like there's a small percentage of Sentai fans that will like death threat you, but the majority are all very loving, and then Power Rangers is the opposite. Small amount they're just really kind, and then the rest are like, oh, you've got this piece of information wrong, therefore gonna end you. I'm so glad Alpha King is here. Oh, okay. The reason I went quiet is because I thought you had deviated that savior Alpha King. What a legend. I got that song stuck in my head now that I played at the start. Yeah, guys, again, let me know in the chat if maybe not right now, but if on future streams you want me to like play games or like do tier lists, do rankings, or just do something other than just like chat to you guys. Obviously, if you want me to just keep chatting to you guys, then obviously that's completely chill. I'm sad Jetman wasn't adapted. The Zodes were sick. Jetman was like the one before Mighty Morphin, wasn't it? Before Jew Ranger. It very well could have been. They missed it by 1 year. Live Man had some of the best suit designs. Were Live Man the ones that were predominantly white suits? And then like I don't know, and then you know, like the coloured helmets and then the rest. Was that Live Man? Or am I thinking of a different one? Was that 5 Man? There's a lot that sound the same. Do a tier list of the best furry rangers? Or was that meant to be Fury Rangers? As in like Dino Fury, Jungle Fury, Cosmic Fury? Because Fury Rangers, isn't that just Doggy Kruger and Xenowing? Has there been any other Rangers that are like animals? Cat, I suppose, but she's not really. How do you think Don Brothers could have been adapted into Power Rangers? Don Brothers is a weird one because of the small and really tall character. I would have loved a male Pink Ranger though. That would have been awesome. I don't know. Dawn Brothers is one that's kind of like Samurai and Shinkenja, isn't it? It's very Japanese, so you'd have to go with a Japanese style motif, I think. Don't forget half of Cure Engine Jaws. Yeah, but that's the Sentai though. There's more in Sentai. In theory, like there's, you know. Am I reading that right? Oh, when like they had the earrings. Not personally, but I've not watched too much Sentai. Do you consider the Magnet Defender a 6th Ranger? Personally, yeah. I can see why people done, but I mean, come on. Or rather, I should say, no, not the Magna Defender, but Mike as the Magna Defender, yeah. I know, Magna Defender was such a king. I gotta say, guys, the names that I'm seeing in this chat, consistency. You're the actual legends. I think Dawn Brothers could work like Tron with the Rangers go into a digital world. That'd be quite cool, to be fair. Do you consider Geki Chopper sick? I don't know what that is. I imagine it's from Geki Ranger. Oh, the Rhino Ranger. Surely, yeah. I take it Megaforce / Gokaiger didn't. I think it's weird. If we're classing Aberray Killer as a 6th, then yeah. Then Geki Chopper is definitely a 6th. Yeah, the earrings and Go Ranger masculine are 5-man for what I remember. Nice. I know this is Power Rangers, not Sentai. Didn't Jason have an earring back in the OG series? He's not on Gokai Silver's Morpher. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, is Aberray Killer on the Morpher? Do you think the Magnet Defender has a human alien form? Was he just armor? I think he's just armor because his son was also just like looked like that, didn't they? Dominic was underrated. He was a good character. I quite like Dominic. His Morpher's ridiculous as well. Actually, I want to give a shout out right now because I was telling you guys the other day that I'm having a Cosmic Fury Morpher custom made. And I couldn't remember the guy's name. It's definitely Geth, but I can't remember the full username. But I want to shout him out because if you go to his TikTok page, he's done a custom Rhino Morpher as well that like actually functions and moves. Very cool. Very, very cool. Cyber Geth. Very cool stuff. I'll just show that. Hold on. Let me give him the recognition he deserves. It's so sick. So ridiculously cool. Look at that. And he's done the Cosmic Fury Morpher as well. Definitely go check him out on TikTok and Instagram. I just saw the little Gav. Yeah. Little Shoma. Aberray Killer is on the Morpher. Yeah, if they're a 5th, a 6th rather, when they're the 5th, then surely Rhino Ranger is. I think they included Aberray Killer as a 6th Ranger, so they could put 15 on guys. Right, that makes sense. It looks good. It looks sick, doesn't it? I haven't purchased that, but I have purchased a custom Morpher with a blue Cosmic Orb as well, because you know, gotta stick with a theme. Which is weird because I can't remember the last time I wore anything blue. I think maybe I need to get some blue t-shirts to start sporting in the videos because I've always like the channel's branded as blue, and it was years ago as well. And then I moved away from it a little bit. It always came back. What can I say? I still got that song stuck in my head. Funnily enough, somebody has just commented on one of my TikToks. Their TikTok display name is Trent, and their profile picture is Aberray Killer. God, everything's conspiracy, you know. Everything happens for a reason. I don't know. This is what I'm finding crazy, right? Little insight into film stats. Posted video today on YouTube and TikTok. Okay. I'm gonna straight up give you an insight, right? 658 views. I know you can't see this blurry. 658 views on YouTube. If we go to TikTok, 10.8 thousand. Obviously, it doesn't bother me. It's great stuff. Blows my mind. I'm on one platform. This is why I'm trying to make an effort to post everywhere, because a low view or like a low interacted video doesn't mean a bad video. Igavu, if it stays this good, will be my first. Ray, what's it? How do you pronounce? Is it Rewa? Is it Rewa? I'm sad we didn't get a Power Rangers and Henry Danger crossover or Nickelodeon crossover in general. That would have been so fun. There's a Henry Danger movie coming out next week, isn't there? If you would design a 6th Go Ranger, the first Sentai team, what would it look like? Well, the original is red, blue, green, yellow, and pink is Go Ranger, isn't it? So I wouldn't do gold or silver. They had big one eventually in the next one, didn't they? So I don't know if I'd do white. I don't know. He'd have to look similar. He'd have to look very similar because they all look very similar, don't they? Maybe a black one? Because this is the thing. Yeah, you know what? A black Go Ranger with gold accents and maybe the visor's gold as well instead of black. I think that's what I'd do for a 6th Ranger for Go Ranger. But yeah, the Henry Danger movie that's coming out next week looks cracked because the entire show was very sitcom-y, and then they did the spin-off, which was very sitcom-y. Now this film looks like a film. Because they did the Thundermans movie, and it was just a sitcom-y movie. But now this is like a cinematic thing. It's nuts. It's just turned midnight as well, I've just realised. I will try and make an effort to do some of these earlier when I'm not working, FYI. But this seems to be what works best currently. I think Green Ranger suits are usually the best in each series. Green Ranger suits are very good. It's not even one of my favourite colours, and I love Green Ranger. I love a green 6th Ranger as well. Love a green 6th. It's not just because of Tommy, because Cam is sick as well. How many other green 6ths have we have? Is it just Tommy and Cam? And in their respective Sentais? I suppose Ninja had... But they were a 7th, not really a 6th. I don't know. Have we had any other green 6ths? Ever? Because the first 6th Ranger in Sentai was... the Dragon Ranger, right? So unless I'm just missing another one, I think it was just them two to be green 6, isn't it? Crazy. Crazy revelations. So, Jew Ranger, Hurricane Ranger, and honorable mention to Ninja. Maskman had a one-off Green Ranger. Oh yeah, that's true, isn't it? X1 Mask. Is that what it's called? X1 Mask? But was that a 6th? Jack is the better Red Ranger in my opinion. Hey, it's Steve Marcel. What's happening, King? Jack is the better Red Ranger in my opinion. Doggy knew Jack was worthy of Red Ranger power straight away, while Sky had to learn to grow as a person before even being considered to become Red, so that tells me that Jack is overall better. Nice. I think you're not wrong at all. I think I was talking to Yugi Joe about it earlier, and it is nature over nurture. Like, Jack instantly, Doggy Kruger was like, he's the Red Ranger. And he had to kind of grow into it a little bit as well. He was a bit, he was a bit childish with it to begin with. But Sky was not only built for it, but like, he was on a team with a Red Ranger for the entire time before becoming the Red Ranger. And you had seen, like, episode 1, Jack was more cut out to be the Red Ranger. But then by the time you got to the end of the series, Sky was not only like trained for it, but like he had overcome all the battles that would like have stopped him from becoming it. So I think that's just why But then again, I like Jack more as a character. But then Sky, I think, technically is more, built for, I don't know. He has been summoned. You were being asked of earlier, Joel, by Christian Griffin. How do I... There we go. There we go. I've officially made you the moderator. Do you consider Sam the Omega Ranger the worst Ranger ever? I don't consider Sam the worst Ranger ever. Mod more for Activate. No, I don't think Sam's the worst. I think he's the best, but I don't think he's the worst. Also, I don't know if you guys saw my community tab, but I've currently got a tweet that is blowing up, and I'm constantly, just constantly getting buzzed for. So basically, Notorious Pigeon, or at Notorious Reborn, posted this and was like, it's always annoyed me. I'm going to put it in focus. It's always annoyed me that, because we're talking about SPD, funny enough, as well, that Z and Sid never got an upgrade. And it's kind of true. So I just made this edit. How do I go back? I just made the edit, and I was like, oh, there we go, perfect. And people are just flocking towards it. Where's it by? So yeah, but it's food for thought, isn't it? Because then I also had Daryl in the replies. I'm sure everybody in some way or another has come across Daryl in the community, who was like, wait, is pink considered the lowest rank? And I was like, I don't think for me the color pink is, but I just went by their numbers, right? Because number 2 was blue, and number 2 became number 1, and then number 3 became number 2, so just naturally number 4 became 3, and whatever. And he was like, oh my god, that makes sense. But then I was thinking, let's say they had made Z green and Sid yellow. Now, Power Rangers, as much as I want a male Pink Ranger, probably wouldn't have made a male Pink Ranger, right? So a girl would have come in to be the Pink Ranger. But then, as Sky leaves, and I know the comics contradict all this, but as Sky leaves, Bridge would have become red, Z would have become blue, Sid would have become green. The new Pink Ranger would have become yellow, and they would have now needed another new Pink Ranger. So they'd get a girl in, because again, this isn't me, but this is... We've never been given a male Pink Ranger. They were too scared to. And then so on and so forth, to the point where, like, by the time Z or Sid was Red Ranger, the entire team would be a team of women, which is also, in my opinion, quite sick. But I think that might be the reason why... I think that might be the reason why they didn't upgrade them, because then the headcanon for them would be like, we're not making the Pink Ranger a man, but then eventually it wouldn't work out. But I'd love to either see a male Pink or a team of all women, just because that's the kind of guy I am. Not joking. Genuinely though, I think missed opportunities within Power Rangers to experiment with this type of stuff. That's why I like with Sentai now we're in the proper experimental era. Did you know that almost all of the first 15 Sentais had the same suit actors? I didn't, but it makes sense. I would have loved if the end of SPD, the color changes still happened, but Boom became the new Green Ranger. I would have loved it if Boom became the new Pink Ranger, personally. I was the edit you made. I was that edit you made. Looks good for real. Well, thank you for saying it looks good. Oh, you saw. I saw that afterwards. I thought for a second you were Notorious Pigeon then. I was like, what? I've been living a lie. So apparently the coming SPD Blue Ranger is a girl named... It's not Linda, it's Lena. Lena Song. But she, in theory, became the Green Ranger. So we had a female Green. And then after they all got promoted, she became the Blue Ranger. Pink is factually for 5th. Yeah, Pink is 5th. Male Pink 5 sounds so dope. It does. Sentai has a problem with Pink being at the end of their roll call. Yeah. Mira gets... Well, I don't think Mira does in Boom Boom. I think she's 3rd. I think it's red, blue, pink, black, orange, purple, or violet. Do you think a Bokenja and Magi Ranger crossover would have worked? Within Power Rangers, yeah. Was there not a Bokenja Magi Ranger crossover in Sentai? Oh, I guess maybe not, because they did the big like anniversary thing, didn't they? I think it could have. It would have been a cool like clash of power. Do you know what I mean? I think that Robot Sophie Girl could have been a good pink for SPD if they'd given more shine in the shit. Yeah, totally. Because that's the thing. See, it felt like they were setting that up with Boom, with Sophie. With I think your name's Sophie anyway. You've said your name's Sophie, so I'm trusting you. They set up a few characters that could have become the new green, pink. It's weird that we didn't see that. It's weird that they just had the four of them and they cut out green altogether. Mira was at the end of the first few episodes before Jojo. Yeah, she was. But I think that was meant to be like order of joining, right? Because Taya was the first, and then it was Ishiro, and then Mira, then Joe, then Gemba. In my opinion, female blue suits looks better. I love Kimberly as the Blue Ranger. Kimberly as the Blue Ranger would have been sick. I like female Blue Rangers. I like the lighter color. I do. I like the Cyan Rangers, whether they're male or female. But I just want to see some girl Rangers wearing a darker blue. I just don't see why they always have to have the lighter shade. Would you ever do a ranking video on Power Ranger suit upgrades? Like SWAT and SPD? Maybe. I kind of did. I did a show not long ago that was like, what's your favorite thing? Because mine, well, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, my favorite is the legendary white armor from Mystic Force. But I reckon I could definitely do something like that. There's quite a few, isn't there? Especially in the Disney era. There was no Battle Kenja and Magi Ranger crossover, but Magi Ranger was the only team with two members in the big series crossover. Yeah, it was Magi Yellow and not Magi Gold. I don't think that's what they're called, but the equivalent of the oh god, what's his name in Power Rangers? Why have I forgotten it? Solaris Knight. What's the one? What do you think about Blue Dolphin from Live Man? I think that is one of the only darker blue colors, aren't they? Which is quite cool. In Boom Comics, Kimberly did become the Blue Ranger for a short time. Yeah, she did. I was a big fan of that. I've so many ideas, right? But like, I'd love to do like a Power Rangers live action short where like you have like the OG team and they're about to morph and you're like, oh, okay, sick. So you know, Zach's about to shout Mastodon, Kimberly's about to shout Pterodactyl. And then, because I think in that universe, Billy is the Black Ranger, Zach is the Pink Ranger, Kimberly's the Blue Ranger, Jason's the Yellow Ranger, and Trini's the Red Ranger. To be cool to just like switch it up and do that. Magi Shine. That's a pretty cool name as well. Gonna make myself a hot chalky for this. What, for this stream or for the potential video of doing, what's it called? The SWAT mode. I don't know how long I'll be on for. I've already been on for quite a while, haven't I? I've been on for 50 minutes already. It does not feel like that. It's already midnight. Getting. Speaking of Magi Yellow in Power Rangers, the Yellow Mystic Force Rangers and the Sentinel Knight are played by the same actor, are they? Never knew that. Do you ever see Sentai going to 100 teams? Yes. There is no slowing down Sentai. Not currently, anyway. I did not know that the Sentinel Knight was played by the same guy. Cast of Rangers Operation Overdrive. Nick Sampson? You're damn right. That is crazy. I had no idea. That was really cool. Nick Sampson is a comedian now, I think. He was at the Edinburgh Fringe doing a show about Power Rangers. That's pretty cool. So was a Ranger and Big One and Sentai played by the same actor. Nice. Billy in Black was awesome because you see a nerd swinging a giant axe that turns into a bazooka. Yeah, that's without a doubt the best weapon in Mighty Morphin is that axe. Pretty sure Jay from Route 1 said that the other day as well. Like swinging it about and then just bam, cannon. Do you guys ever remember that one episode of Mighty Morphin where they randomly switched up all the names when they were doing the combination? Because it's usually like Power Axe, Power Bow. But then one day it was like, yeah, like Cosmic Cannon. And then like, I don't know, it was like Terror Bow, Dino Daggers. It was a weird one for like one singular episode. And then Jason was still the Power Sword. Sentinel Knight was played by the Yellow Mystic Force Ranger. Yeah, that is what I was saying. But I didn't believe it until I Googled it. So you were absolutely right for Retyping it. Chicken and watermelon in you with the Gen Alpha, the Gen Alpha phrasing. I still to this day have no idea what I mean. Change Pegasus and Dragon Ranger would also play with the same actor. Nice. So imagine if the Mighty Morphin Rangers got the Die Ranger suits and Zack says, am I the only one who notices that my suit is the wrong color? That would have been funny. Although it would have potentially been cool to see a power switch then, like in Zeo. Because they could have been like, okay, there's a Green Ranger power, we'll give that to Tommy. But then, like, maybe Zack became blue, and then Billy became... I don't know, do you know what I mean? Like... I'm sorry, but... Nix is back, finally managed to catch another stream. 346 in like a week and a half is crazy, by the way. Thank you. I can't say it was my doing. It was obviously 346 of you guys. But yeah, the growth is obviously I'm very, very grateful. Because it fluctuates so much as well. I remember one time we got like 300 subs in the space of like half a week, and then sometimes we don't get that in like a month. It's just mad. Is the IG link fixed? I think so. It should be on the channel, because I changed the username on everything, so it's all just Film From Studios, so I think it's fixed now. Zack could have been the White Tiger Ranger. That would have been cool, but I think the only problem with that is not... So obviously Tommy become the Green Ranger would have kept him the Green Ranger, but then Zack would have had to leave the team and come back as the White Ranger. And I wouldn't want Zack to do that. I wouldn't really want Billy to do it either, but he kind of did it anyway in Zeo. But then Zack did also just leave the team and never come back, didn't he? So imagine if Sentai ever does a team without a Red Ranger. So far, they've never done one without a red and a blue. And now, well, they've never done a season without a blue. There is technically a team without a blue now, which is Pat Ranger. But that was part of Blue Pat. So the season has a Blue Ranger. It is indeed fixed. Lovely stuff. You'll love to see it. On my Instagram as well, there's a link tree, which I might just end up putting in the YouTube as well. Because, what was I going to say? I've lost all train of thought now. Yeah, because that has like the TikTok, the YouTube, the Instagram, and the Patreon on it. We do have a Patreon, by the way, guys. Nobody in the slightest is obligated to it. But it does just mean extra content. You get extra exclusive videos. You get to see videos early on it. And it's for the price of like a meal deal. It's £3, which I think is like $4 a month. But subscribing and sharing the videos also helps massively. So no pressure. The Lupin Rangers are not evil, just thieves. Yeah, the Lupin Rangers are just thieves. It's cops and robbers. Pat Ranger are the police, Lupin Rangers are the thieves. Chicken and Watermelon said, what's your favourite season? Ninja Storm. I also agree with you that Mo sucks. I don't know what I said sucks. I've forgotten. I have kind of died on page 7 of the review script. Realized I never edited anything of this sort of motivation. Just took a trip to Ibiza. What I find is easier is my current retrospective I'm working on, and the same with the Cosmic Fury one I did. I like recorded, or like I watched and wrote for episodes 1 and 2 and like the recap. Then I recorded that, and then I edited that, and then been able to put all my creative energy into like that little bit and having like the sort of vision of what the rest of the thing's gonna look like. That'll then give me the inspiration to write more, and then so on. Do you know what I mean? So maybe you're on page 7, maybe just start filming it, start editing it, and then if you really like how it's turning out, then you can carry on then with the actual writing of it. Might be a bad idea. That's obviously what I did, and it worked for the last one, and it's working for this one as well. Lupin Rangers are just smaller versions of Gokaiger when you think of it. Yeah, they are. They literally are just like thieves. Do you think a full team of evil Sentai Rangers could be interesting? Absolutely. The Psycho Rangers exist, and they're incredible. But I know what you mean. Yeah, I think so. But the point of Sentai is that they are meant to be the heroes, aren't they? So imagine an episode where Zack could have taught Adam confidence, and in return, Adam could have humbled Zack since he was crazy in some episodes. It would have been nice to see. One of my favorite shots in Once and Always is when Zack and Adam just dap each other up, and they're just like proper bros. I loved that. It was really cute. Good chats tonight, guys. Coming up with some banging concepts. 13 concurrent viewers as well. I think that's the most we've had at one time in a stream. It's insane. Yeah, for anyone new who's just joined, by the way, we've had some issues with the camera. So if anybody watches this back, there'll be some issues there. But I think I've got to the bottom of the issue. That shouldn't happen again. It's technically an anime called Go-Go Loser Ranger, which is a sort of shows an evil team would look like. There's a reaction video on the channel of episode 1. I've not watched the rest of it because it got a bit too life just caught up like. But yeah, I've seen episode 1 of Go-Go Loser Ranger. Subbed, but I know it's dubbed now as well. I have an idea in my head, but if it doesn't turn out how I imagine, it's gonna PMO, which, given I've never used editing software, period, it's likely gonna happen. Give it a go. No pressure in it. Do you know what I mean? No pressure. Who are your favorite writers? What of Power Rangers? I don't, or Sentai. I don't really know too many of them. I know Chip Lin, Judd Lin back in the day. He was good with like In Space and everything. It's such a weird arc that he went through, because In Space is incredible, and then come to when he was showrunner for Ninja Steel was awful. If you could pet up any team of Power Rangers together, what would they be? Basic answer is MPR and Zeo, just because you get the entire gang working together. I don't know. I think Ninja Storm is obviously going to be one of my top picks, isn't it? Ninja Storm. Who would I want Ninja Storm to team up with, though? In theory, Ninja Steel. Obviously, it's not a great show, but that crossover would have been cool. Who's your favorite Ranger? Mine is Tommy. Mine's Billy. But even that, there's probably characters I like more than Billy, but just overall, royally, Billy's my favorite. Have you managed to watch Wingman? I've gotten to like episode 7, but it's good. 10 episode series. Not yet, I haven't. Pretty sure did I save that last time? Let me have a look. No, I didn't. Yeah, there's a bunch of shows I need to catch up on, and I know my mates will beat me up if I start watching other stuff before I've caught up with them. I am back and ready to fight. Yu-Gi-Oh's returned. What's your fave Super season? Super Sentai season, or like Super Samurai, Super Ninja Steel type season? Because my favorite Super Sentai season is probably Boom Boonja. I've only really watched that and Q Ranger, but that Boom Boonja is like my, my first real weekly watch. Just remembered how you disrespected my boy. Who was that? Was it Connor? Is that who it was? I can't remember. Also, you guys might notice, I'll give you, all of you guys, a insight. The current season of Super Sentai is called Bakuage Sentai Boom Boomja, right? If you watch my videos, you'll notice I say Bakuage Sentai Boom Boomja. When it first came out, it was like speculated that's how you pronounced it, was Boom Boomja. And then obviously you got Bune Diesel, which is Bune. From the very first video I did when I was calling it Bune Boonja, there's comments, people saying it's not pronounced Bune Boonja, it's pronounced Boom Boomja. And that continued every single week. And I still, to this day, will call it Bune Boonja. Because the comments flood in. And I love it. But yeah, if anyone's wondering why I call it Bune Boonja, I know it's Boom Boomja. But it's Bune Boonja. What do you think about the latest episode of Gav? I haven't watched it, but Joel has. Because I've not caught up yet. I'm going to need to caught up, but I know Joel did a big catch-up, I think, yesterday. I only stopped watching it because I had to put the subs on my rows individually. I just kind of wait till the sub upload of 7 to 10. Yeah, that's fair enough. Nick, oh yeah. Oh, it was between Nick and Scott from RPM, wasn't it? And spoiler alert, if anyone hasn't seen it, I think I picked Scott. I just prefer Scott is all. When I think of Mystic Force, Nick's the last Ranger I think of, unfortunately. I have a little bit of the script about calling it Boom Boomja. Nice. Bakuage Sentai Boom Boomja. I can't say anything actually good. Yeah, I mean, even if I made at this point, if I was like, okay, I need to stop calling it Bune Bunja, I want to call it Boom Boomja, I'd still just through habit probably keep saying Boom Bune Bunja. Favorite Nickelodeon super season? Probably Dino Supercharge. Out of all the super seasons, it's the only one that stays remotely like up there with the first season. Although Super Samurai does obviously have the Super Samurai mode, which is really cool. Factually wrong, but I have forgiven. Well, it's better to ask for forgiveness than your opinion on Nick the Red Mystic Force Ranger. 1 hour already. What is going on? Time is flying. I don't know if you were for the start of the stream, Joel, but I played a little music on the loading screen and the chat was vibing with it. Backwag Sentai Boon Boomja or Bune Boomja if you're a cool guy with purple highlights. Basically, yeah, well, for some reason, you've got Boondario and all the changes go boom, 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 boom. And then you've got Bune Diesel and Sakura's one saying Bune. And I like Sakura anyway, so I'm vibing with it. Mike from Samurai was my favorite ranger on Samurai, but as I grew up, it became Antonio. I just separate the actor from the character. Who's your favorite Samurai ranger? Yeah, stuff went down recently with the Mike actor, and then today, justice was served, which, I'm glad. My favorite Samurai ranger might have to be Emily. I really liked Emily. She was just cute and just like, there's no beef with her. She's just getting along, doing a thing. It was a fun time. Mike is locked up now. Yeah, I'm still low-key on the fence about the boom controller for Sakato. I quite like it. It's fine. It's all. I think it's meant like it definitely looks like a game controller, but I think it is mainly meant to resemble like an F1 car steering wheel. I also love every time he gets an upgrade with like Bune D, like the Tokyujas or Tokyo or Gokaio, he just rips out the steering wheel and puts his on. It's quite funny. I wondered if we can do 7,350 tonight. It's only 2 subs, but we have like lost a sub, gained a sub, lost a sub, gained a sub a few times. What's being you? That'd be interesting though. It's so different from this rest of the changes. Yeah, it is. That's true. It's a very unique one. Skibidi Toilet isn't brain rot. I haven't even read the rest of it. Skibidi Toilet isn't brain rot. The handful eps are brain rot, but then it's good. I've never watched it personally. I think that's a bit under my generation. And not under my generation as in like patronizing it, as in like just behind or like in front, whichever direction it goes. I do enjoy the ongoing bit, just disrespecting the OG wheels. I'll chuck some text on the screen now. Select a font. I get to select a font. Oh. What a day. Day by day figuring out this entire process. So weird writing sub goal as well, because I'm very aware that a sub on YouTube and like a sub on Twitch is where people do write sub goals as a very different type of thing. Is it just me, or was wrist morpher the best type of morpher? I do love a wrist morpher, I've got to say. One of the non-wrist morphers I like. The OG MMPR morpher I like. Don't really like Zane's in Space Morpher. And then we had pretty much the Wild Phones at a bit mid. Cam's Morpher is in a wrist one, and that's quite cool. The amulet. And then what is... I guess SPD is a cool morpher as well, that isn't a wrist one. And Mystic Force is a peak as well. Chicken is onto something. It's more so if it is fan base the Skibidi has. Yeah, that's probably fair enough. Well, Bluey's the same, isn't it? Bluey's for like, Bluey's a very sort of new, not new anymore, but you know, but there's lots of adults that like it. I personally have never indulged, but I'm sure by the time I get around to being around children more. That's the thing, my cousin's, well, I say just had a baby. He's turning 2 next week, but my cousin is very, you know, well equipped with the current shows and stuff. I've just been sent a link by Yugi Joe. A sneak peek at Yugi Joe's retrospective, and I've been given permission to show the chat. Now, the trouble is that I've not set up any stream window to react, so I'm going to show the chat, but you're going to just do it old school through the screen. Right. I'm going to bring the mic up, and we're going to have a good time with it.
Both destined for greatness, but only one can wear the golden power band of the dragon. Only one may use its power to battle the forces of darkest evil. The other must decide which path they will take. Only one, the chosen one, can be the new golden dragon.
Looks sick. That is the intro for the upcoming, or at least the work in progress, Yugi Joe retrospective. D. Marcel, it was good to see you. Thank you for joining as always. Do you kind of wish MP Morpha stayed belt buckles? A bit, but I don't mind. I always like the hand behind the back situation. Who's your favourite Red Ranger? Mine is Tommy. I don't really know. Well, I do know. In fact, if you want to know what my favourite Red Ranger is, watch the most recent video on the channel. You'll find out. Bluey slaps. Abe making a random appearance. Is it just me or was Wrist Morph the best type? Oh, I've already read that. Have you seen the Unusual Suspects Power Rangers video? No. Have I? I don't know. Who is the hottest Power Ranger? Oh. Hey, yo, just randomly popped up another 2 subs. We've hit the sub goal. What a cute moment. What was the hottest Power Ranger? There's loads. We had a chat about it the other day. I've always loved Tori, and she isn't even my type of woman. I've always loved Tori. No way we got a stream about us. Yeah, man, it wasn't a personal one, believe me. But yeah, I just thought that was the most backlashy comment. So I was like, let's use that as the clickbait. Yeah, you're not wrong. I said at the start of the stream, I want to say Ahmed. Apologies if my pronunciation's wrong there. I went to uni with a guy called Ahmed, and he was always like, he basically was like, you guys can never pronounce my name, so this is the best way to do it. So apologies if I pronounced that wrong. Yeah, I literally said at the start of the stream, I was like, honest to God, it was an over-exaggeration, me saying that, him ripping his shirt. Obviously, it was just over-exaggerated for comedy purposes, but there isn't a hell of a lot that stands out to me. Therefore, I feel like I should do a rewatch soon. The plug, indeed. New sub goal. What should the new sub goal be? The sub goal was just for tonight's stream. I'm not that bothered about it going up by too much. I just change it to like 5-1. I don't actually know how to edit the text. There we go. There we go. 5-1. Oh no, it didn't even change. There we go. Fav Q Ranger character. I think overall, Lucky is my guy. Suit wise, I really love what's his name? The orange one, the Scorpion, Stinger, and Riot Commander. Suit wise, I like Taurus as well. To be fair, Tori's good, but Aisha's better. Aisha's queen. Kendall from Dino Charge is really beautiful Ranger. Kendall from Dino Charge is a Miss Morgan from Dino Charge is his peak. It's all good. It's just Power Rangers after. Yeah, it literally is. As I was saying, there's a big part of the fan base that will just send you death threats if you say something they don't like. Unusual Suspects Power Rangers videos. He makes Power Rangers intros out of all different shows and movies. Oh, I've definitely seen some stuff like that on like TikTok. What's the best Power Ranger team up? I don't know. Forever Red, surely. And if we're talking like not group team ups, but just like season to season, then it is Dino Charge and Dino Thunder and SPD, but specifically the Wormhole episode where they're all in the circle. Iconic. Also, if Abby Shoulder is also about, I am doing my yearly tradition of eating every candy cane in sight. Absolutely iconic. Me and Joel used to live together through uni, and we had a Christmas tree once, so we put candy canes on. And Joel would obviously be sat in the living room and he'd have some of the candy canes off the tree, which he was more than welcome to do. Nobody else was eating them. But then he'd come to us and be like, we need to get some more candy canes. I was like, brother, you need to get some more candy canes. He was just scranning up those candy canes. What is the best Sentai theme you've heard? I don't know. There's a few. I do really like the Q Ranger one. Dun, 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 Q Ranger. It's just like so something about it. Magi Ranger's a good one though. TMNT in space is a better team up. Debatable. Saw a post on Twitter joking about the amount of Ranger actors that may have been present on the Jan 6th incident a couple of years back. Yeah. A lot of people in my comment section have been asking me why I said Jason Font can suck a fat one. More or less, he's one of them type of people. You know, I'll say no more. Tokyo's a banger. Yeah. Have you heard the Time Ranger theme? I don't think so. I was considering though for a Patreon video, reacting or just listening to all of the Super Sentai themes, because I don't think I can really get away with doing that on YouTube. I know some people have, but I know the copyright system hasn't enjoyed it, so it might have to be a Patreon thing. Tin Kenja theme is awesome. I just remembered your Power Ranger short film before the new one. You amazing playing as Billy. Thank you, Rodimus Maximus. That's a hell of a name as well. Yeah, I did. I did a few. I wasn't Billy in the first one, and then I was Billy in the second one, and then I was Billy in the third one, but they were all sort of like connected. The timelines, the universes were separate, but the timelines were the same, is how we used to call it. The Don Brother theme is actually pretty catchy, even if I even personally don't like it. It's crazy how so many actors can play Rangers and then go on to stand against everything the character stood for, isn't it? It's so cracked, so awful. Yeah, ASJ is the main one, man. I always try to not be too political with it, but just like, what an absolute tosser. The Jan 6th incident is when they stormed the Capitol, I believe. That's what Jan 6th is. It's not just the American actors. Yeah, it's all of them. They're all, well, not all of them, obviously, but you know, it's not exclusive. What are your thoughts on the OnlyFans Bop House? I don't even know what that is, and I can't tell if that's something on OnlyFans or if that's the name of something that's... Should I Google it? Oh, the big content creator mansion. I mean, crack on. Do you know what I mean? Make the money. Go for it. Big ups to Brandon J. McLaren, though. Our Jack Landers went on to be the best. Oh, honest to God. Not only is Brandon McLaren one of the best, me and my girlfriend were watching Criminal Minds not long ago, and he's in like one episode in season 13. And I remember just like screaming. I was like, he's a Power Ranger. And Erin Cahill, who plays Jen, is in like an episode 3 episodes before or something. So there's like a block of episodes that just have random Power Rangers in there. From when I was 17. Might be ending this, not soon, but within the next maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. Can we get to 7351? That is the question. Brandon's in She's the Man. I've not seen that. Have a look at how the new video's doing as well. Oh, you guys are blowing it up. Legendary. Can't end until we get the sub goal, and I am willing to unsub. Don't you dare, because then I'll have to revert to the old sub goal. My favorite Power Rangers actor is Yoshi. Oh, yeah, he was, wasn't he? He was in Ninja for cameo, and then his brother, and he specifically did a scene with the blue Ninja, and then his brother became the blue Ninja, which is quite cool. I've got a spoilers. There's a Meet the Rangers. If you guys didn't know, I do a series called Meet the Rangers, and it's basically just like an inside sub goal hit. I'm ending the stream. Good night. No. There's an episode. Yeah. There's a series I do called Meet the Rangers. If you're on TikTok and you follow me, you probably heard Meet Harvey, Meet Tommy, Meet Sarah, like over and over again. But I did one on Preston, and obviously I just needed to get a couple of clips of Peter Sadasso and stuff. And one of them randomly came up as Yoshi in Ninja. I was like, oh, that's quite fun. I knew about it beforehand, but it was just like the fact I was searching for clips of Preston, and then they were like, here's kind of Preston. Somebody is not happy on my Instagram. Did another show today about how many Rangers the Rita captured in what's it called? Anakin, I am your 7,351st subscriber. Honestly, get that as a plaque. Because, do you know what I've noticed? I watch videos of like people getting like their 100k plaque, and it always says like, I bet you remember who your 1,000th subscriber was, and I don't. I don't think anyone does. But I will now forever know that my 7,351st subscriber was Anakin. Anakin Skywalker. Well, thank you, Anakin. Absolute legend. What are your thoughts on the new Skibbity Sigma Alpha Beta male? Legend. I don't know. I don't know who they are, what that is. I watched the first episode. Hang on. Can someone explain to me what that is? I watched the first episode of Go Ranger the other day. In fact, not only did Go Ranger get 90 episodes, but went on to be such a good... Yeah, that went on for 2 years, didn't it? I think that's part of the reason why there's like a slight delay with season and like anniversary year. We should have more of Ninja Steel Pink. What's her name? Christiane. Well, which sounds fake, but I swear her name is Christy Ann. A bunch of brain rot words that make no sense. Thank you. I'm unsubbing unless you do a Power Rangers tier list right now. Right now? Should we see? I don't know if I've got like a... Hold on. Let's search Power Rangers into tier. Maybe I'll do this and then I'll end the stream. Because I was saying earlier that we should do some like games and stuff. What's one that's like not ridiculously long? Power Rangers. We'll do all Special Rangers, which is more or less all 6th Rangers. How can I do this and actually still see you guys, though? That is something I do not know. I'm gonna have to get rid of the sub goal, guys, the sub count, in order to do this. And then maybe if I do this, almost there, kind of almost nearly there. Bear with as you see my frozen screen. I also don't know what Artie's about to say, so apologies if anything raucous comes up. Right, let's get my camera back in. Somehow, somewhere. Oh, no. Can I just import this? I love when it automatically says footage courtesy of Toei. There we are. Well, we'll see. We create a makeshift thing. We'll be fine. Right, what am I looking? This is what I'm after. How well can you guys see this? Check this behind me, just make it look a bit prettier. Okay. What are we saying? What are we saying? Christian is a... That's a sentence, isn't it? What actors do you think could play in Power Rangers Jungle Spirit if it didn't get replaced with Beast Morphers? I don't know. Like actors from the show? What are your thoughts on when Down the Thunder team watched Aber Ranger? That was a great episode. In fact, they actually watched an episode of Aber Ranger. It's incredible. Spider, we have 5 body swaps in Power Rangers. Zoom in but crop. On what? On this. Let's go for it. How do I... Oh, wait. There we go. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. There we go. We'll sit with this for now. Right. Do you guys want my opinions on this, or are we going to do this together? What's your thoughts on TMNT in space? It's not awful. It's not great. The Next Mutation wasn't a great show, but it's a fun little crossover. Alright, guys, we got Nate Silver. Where we want to put Nate. You want my opinions, okay? And somebody said together. Well, I reckon... It's crazy how Nate is the first one to go up as well, just saying, you know. It's a sick name. You're saying C. I'd say he's a solid C. I'd agree with that. Steel, I'd put in B. I think Steel's better than Nate. Didn't like Nate. He was fine. I prefer Steel to him. Ivan from Dino Charge wasn't awful. They'd be willing to put him in B. Maybe he should even go higher, but we'll see. We can come back. Saying S and A for Ivan. Troy becoming the Blue Ranger would have been hilarious. Ion. Dino Fury Ion. Now I know no matter what, if I don't put him in S tier, my girlfriend's gonna smack me up. Not actually, but I know she loves Ion. I think it's missing Tommy. It might be missing Tommy. It's weird though. It came up saying extra Rangers. And not, but some of these are just 6. It does look like it's missing. Oh no, we've got Tommy as the White Ranger. He's there. We were saying S don't even play with Ion. I'll put Ion in A. I'll put Ion in A. He was done a bit dirty towards the end. Regardless of what any of you say, I'm putting... Oh yeah, Tommy twice, by the way, because he's the White Ranger over here as well. Black Ranger Tommy goes in S tier. Even Ion was better than Nate and Orion, even though Man had all of the 6 Ranger keys. Factual. Ninja Storm green suit never looked right. I don't know about that. The cafe. Trent. I also think is S tier personally, which says a lot about Dino Thunder. Feel free to roll your thoughts in. Scroll up a little. There we go. Orion. Super Mega Force Orion. Trent, you think Trent in A? See, I think he's S, you know. Everyone's pouring in saying S. D for Orion. Yep, I can get behind that. Orion's probably a B or a C, do you think? Should put him in B. And C, I mean. I'm not putting him in B. I'll put him in C, though. Bye, Ross. Nice to see you. Orion S, absolutely not. Orion B, I'll keep him in C. Robo Knight. Thoughts on Robo Knight? I think he's a Orion is not going in S. I apologise. The fact he's in C is a is me being generous. D, it only goes to D, doesn't go F. Should put Robo Knight in D. Zane. Silver Zane. Neither did Orion, I guess, meant to look like a bandana rather than a hat, but compared to the team, it looks off. Yeah, I agree. Fair enough. S for Zane. Is that what we're going with so far? I Don't mind putting him high. Pretty decent ranger. Zane is Z. S. Zane is A. I reckon I'll be able to put Zane in A. S for RJ. Yeah, immediately. I'm not even going to mess around. You guys can't even persuade me. Zane is A. Banger. Dominic, Rhino Ranger. We spoke about him earlier. What are we thinking? S for Rhino, do you think? I don't know. I reckon I could say A. But I think to put him up there with Trent, Tommy, and RJ. Do you think? No, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll trust you guys. Titanium Ranger. Mike. What, is it Mike? Yeah, it's Mike, isn't it? Titanium Ranger. Am I tripping? No, it's not, is it? What's his name? What's the Titanium Ranger's name? Dom goes to Robo Knight. Absolutely not. Not all the way down there. Dominic came too late. Do you think? Ryan, that's his name. Ryan. What are we saying for Ryan, Titanium Ranger? First Power Rangers original. Ryan is A, do you think? I might have potentially said B, but at the top. Better than Ivan and Steel. Chicken and Watermelon is Arvid on D. S for Suit alone. Ryan is A. D, 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 D. I think I'm going to put Ryan top of B, just for the middle ground. Now I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is Mike as the Magna Defender, and not just the Magna Defender. So where we put in Mike. Big man. Say an S. B for me mainly, was a few episodes, and then a Snake. I just wish he had more of him with Dana. That's fair enough. Mike is D. Getting a bunch of S's, then we got B and we got D. I think the perfect middle ground there is a C. Put it up the top though. Tommy is the White Ranger. Now I won't just chuck this in S or A. I'll let you guys decide that one, because Tommy is the Black Ranger is absolutely S. It's up to you what you think about the White Ranger. Mike was there until he was not. That is true. I like what they did in Sentai for the Gold and Silver Rangers, morphing them into one, yeah. Tommy, we don't need to say S 100%. Everybody saying S. Tommy is B. Tommy has never been lower than S. True, but we're talking Tommy as the White Ranger. If this was Tommy as the Red Ranger, I'd be putting him in B. I think because we got one Tommy up here and it's a bit divided, I'll put him very top of A tier. Leon Bow, Wolf Warrior. What are we saying? Tommy's too iconic not to be S. That's kind of true. But he already is an S as the Black Ranger. It's weird they got black and white though, but they've not put green in. Are you saying D for Leonbo? Or Leanbo, however you pronounce it. Guys are on a rampage with this one, aren't we? C? We're saying C? Yeah, it would have been cool to have it for like that adaptation of Die Ranger, to be fair. Alright. Put him in C. Put him in C. Top of C, bottom of C, I'll put him up here. Solaris Knight. Mystic Force, again. D for Solaris Knight? Udana goes in B, Leonbo, in my opinion, goes in C. Because I watched Magic Ranger. Okay. Currently, though, we're on Solaris Knight. We got C's now. Nix is saying A. Yu-Gi-Oh saying God tier. Put him top of A. Let's go for it. The Queen herself, Udana. Mystic Force White Ranger. You're saying Solaris is B and C. Okay. Do we drop him down? Drop him down to B? We're saying about Udana. Better than a counterpart. A for Udana, 2 goated. Rest in peace. Absolutely. Let me say an A. Udana's got to be at least A. That's 2 for A. Jaden saying D. Personally, S for Udana, but factually A. I think that's enough to go on A tier. Levi Weston. I'm going to take this one into my own hands, unfortunately. Hunter from Ninja Storm. What are we saying about Hunter? We don't know his mother. Got an S for Hunter. I also think realistically, whatever Hunter goes, Blake goes. Saying B, hardly an extra ranger. Yeah, that's true. He's a loser. People saying B. Blake and Hunter have the opposite problem that their counterparts do. Ninja Storm, Crimson, and Navy are hardly extra rangers. Yeah, I agree. We got there's a lot of D going on. Levi had the nice gimmick, but was wasted. Yeah. We're putting them both in B. Is that the consensus? Yeah, if we can stop the spam, that'd be cool. Want to make sure we can read everybody's things. I see that Joel's already done a good job of moderating. But yeah, let's not keep spamming. And if we do keep spamming, then I am gonna have to what's the word? Not block, but like, you know, restrict. That's the word. More than welcome to comment though. More than welcome to get involved. That's just not spam. Thunder Rangers were good as Evil Rangers, but way too nerf when they turn good. Yeah, that's true. Cam. Ninja Storm Cam. Green Samurai Ranger. What are we thinking? This could be a divided one, to be fair. Cam is A for Spider Blaster. Yu-Gi-Oh says S, as suspected. We got an A and an S. What are we saying, folks? C, just give me vibes. That pissed me off. I haven't watched Ninja Storm though. Fair. I recommend you do. I was Chicken and Watermelon. This is just different account. Right, okay. Please don't be using different accounts to keep going. Without a shadow of a doubt, in my mind, we got a B, we got an S, we got an A. I think I'm going to add an overriding vote as well. I'm going to put him in S. Ties on. Good Ranger, questionable season. Thoughts on Ties on? S. Holy tier. C for Ties on. So we got an S. We've got two S's and a C. Hunter Center right now. PR have to wait. Looks like we'll have plenty of time. Yeah, definitely. Well, you say plenty of time. We've got like 3 weeks, I think. Oh no. 4 weeks. 16th, I think. 16th of February. A lot of S. There's a C. I think that automatically means A. Ties on C or D had potential to be a good character, but in my opinion, they didn't really know what to do with them. He's a combination of two different characters from Blue Coon. Yeah, fair enough. They modeled Orion off of him for sure. He's God tier. I remember literally nothing about Overdrive. Well, he's in B. What are we saying about what was Gem and Gemma together? The both of them. Gem and Gemma. RPM Gold and Silver. I think I have an idea of where I would put them, but purely off suit design, A. Jaden says C. Rodimus Maximus says D. Gemma, A or B. Joel says D. I think the perfect middle ground here then is C, right? With what everybody's saying. RPM Gold and Silver should be B. If we got some D's, some B's, some C's, I reckon C. Antonio, Samurai Gold. The resurrection of the Gold Ranger. Becoming a classic 6th. Saying S for Antonio. The 2 S's. Can already smell Joel's answer coming from a mile away. Oh, to be fair, I thought you were going to say C. 2 S's and a B. A for Antonio. I think 2 S's and a B and an A currently means A. Pop them in there. It's Adam. S for Antonio. Antonio C. I don't know why they gave him the Filipino after Spanish lines. I'm being generous. C. S purely for C. We'll keep him in. Keep him in A. Cat Ranger or Deca Swan, depending on which season you're looking at. What are we saying about Cat? Is she a White Ranger or is she an Orange Ranger? She's technically both according to Power Rangers law, because she's included in the Orange Ranger official image, and the White Ranger one. S for cat, cat S. She's a baddie. She put her in S. Queen. To be fair, she morphed one single time and she owned it. Sam, Omega Ranger. Yeah, everyone's saying S for Sam. S for Sam, are we saying? That's S for cat. What are we saying about Sam, Omega Ranger? I know it's a divisive one. Saying D. For story alone. But as a Ranger, I would put her in B as a character, though I would say S. B, Sam was wasted, he should be C. We didn't even see Sam, so D. C is looking like the consensus. Do we have enough votes to drop him to D? He does get overshadowed by Doggy a bit. Doggy showing up as the Shadow Ranger is ridiculous. Alright, I'll put him in C. Put him in C. Put him below these guys. Why not? I'll put him above these two for sure. Doggy Kruger, Shadow Ranger. What are we saying? Already smiling about this one. What are we saying about Doggy Kruger? Anubis Kruger. Cries in the whole of SPD being S. A, S, because he's a dog. S for Shadow. Another S. S, no doubt. FBI Ouija. You've only just joined, I think. Nice to see you. He's going straight in S. Let's go. Put him there. I genuinely think I had a crush on Doggy Kruger growing up. So glad they changed his design from the Sentai. It's a very different design. Eric Myers, Quantum Ranger. The only Red Ranger in this list, unless you count Wolf Warriors as a Red Ranger. What are we saying about Quantum Ranger? Definitely a cool story arc. Definitely a cool character. S tier for Eric. Honestly hurts me to say this, but B. Okay, so we got an S and a B, so far he's A. What's the rest of the opinions on that? Eric got to be S, can't lie. Okay. Another A. Some B's, some S's, some A's, I think. Eric should be S. I think this puts him top of A. It's a good shout. Phantom Ranger. What are you saying about the Phantom Ranger? Let the fan base vote me out. I think there was enough of a consensus for him to go A. Top of A. D for the Phantom Ranger. D because we don't see him. I don't even know what the Phantom Ranger is from. Not gonna lie, it's from Power Rangers Turbo. There was a fan theory that it was Billy, but it has since been debunked in Once and Always. Because we see the Phantom Ranger was captured by Rhea Repulsa. And obviously Billy wasn't. So far we've only got D's. I think it might be the sad truth, you know. D. He was wasted, yeah. Merrick though, the Lunar Wolf. What are we saying? The Lunar Wolf. Yeah, there was no payout for the Phantom Ranger. He was like Cassie's crush for a bit and that was it. S. Oh, 3 S's in a row. My knowledge is MPR Disney era and Samurai Forward. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. Oh, yeah. Factually, then. He's going in S. Yep. I think that's the most undivided one we've had. Now, finally, the Gold Ranger. Now, is this Jason Scott or is this Trey of Triforia? Or are we doing it as both? Decide. You guys decide. Oh, Spider Blaster said America's A. You were the only one. America's a C. That's also because Gao Silva is retired. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Trey S, Jason A. Him and RJ the best. That's Head of Cat and Doggy. Oh, fair enough. So Trey S and Jason A. I can probably get behind that as an idea. But what are we saying? Are we putting him in S or are we putting him in D? He couldn't even handle the power. He's a loser. Fair enough. Jason could though. S for Gold, the suit was sick. Yeah, I feel like we should just like maybe merge the two characters. Like the story of the Gold Ranger, realistically, we should focus on rather than, you know, the story of it being passed on from Trey, potentially going to Billy, then going to Jason, then back to Trey. People are saying S, people are saying A. gonna have to land in an A position currently. Although Jaden did say D. Can Jason technically use a Master Morphle? I suppose so, if he was made one. I just don't know whether they'd waste one on him. He's only got 2. I think this is going to all fall to the fact that Gold Ranger is A tier. There we go. Apologies if I'm getting quieter, by the way. I've just realised how late it is. That is... Magnet Defender in C is legit a crime. That's what we came to the conclusion of. People were... there's people saying B and D, I think, and then some C, so that's what it landed on. The Legacy of Nerd. How's it going? Nice to see you in the chat. This is what we've come to, guys. This is what the general consensus has been through the chat. Some have been no sort of question, or like either, you know, the letters throughout, and some have been, we found the middle ground of the most common ones. Orion at C is criminal. I don't think it is. Magnet Defender in C is obviously legit a crime as well. Alpha King said. Eric is S tier. We did kind of... Maybe I bump Eric up, because we did kind of come to a 50-50 on that one. And then Joel was like, I'll let my thing. We need a rally for Tyzon and Ion. I mean, I can put them up at top if you like. Check Tommy up there as well. I don't think either of them are S tier, though. Personally. Bump Orion up. I mean, I'll do that. I'm not putting him higher than that. Maybe this, at best. I'll chuck Magnet Defender up here then as well. Robo Knight snubbed. I don't know, was he? Put him there if you want. Top of A is fine, but top. Was that for Ion or Tyzon? Which one do you want? This was clearly made before Cosmic because I'm not seeing Zenith. Yeah. But also, they didn't put Green Ranger Tommy in. I don't know why, because they put Black and White Ranger Tommy in. Have they missed any others? I don't think so. Nova Ranger, I guess, but... Yeah, they've also... This isn't called 6th Rangers, this is called Extra Rangers, and they've only added Ivan from Dino Charge. There's like, what? 5 other Rangers they could have added? Nova Ranger is the SPD, the like darker Silver Ranger that comes out of the portal at the end of SPD to help Sam. I think it's Tommy and MPR, so bump to S. This one. Bumping this to S, are we? Yeah, yeah, like a weird tier list. Obviously, I searched this up very quickly, but Deca Bright, Deca Nova, yeah, that's one. Orion at C isn't a crime. Orion is very mid. He's not better than the Magna Defender. Yeah, I think. Oh, the Predator looking. Yeah, that one. Force from the future. SPD Nova Ranger. There we are, guys. That is what you've all decided upon. Let's scale this up a bit more. I'm not picking any more. I would put Nate in B. Not a lot of people like B. Not B. Not a lot of people like Nate in the chat. Orion is not the best 6th Ranger. What are we thinking, guys? Tommy is better as a Mentor Ranger? Yeah. That's why Tommy is right at the top. In fact, I'd maybe even do... I don't know. I think these top 4... Maybe this. I think these top 4 are peak. There we go. Right then, guys. I am going to call it a night. I think we've once again topped the longest stream. Every stream we've done has got longer, which is hilarious. Gonna be on like 2 hours. Oh, wait, no. It's not. Did we do 2 hours with Joel? I think we did 2 hours with Joel, didn't we? I'm going to go check now. Could be wrong. We did do 2 hours with Joel. I'm lying. This is the second longest stream, though. Next to that. So there we go. Thank you all very much, guys, for joining me on another stream. I think this has been the highest viewed one in like a succession as well, which is obviously very nice. How do I go back to this? There we go. We hit the sub goal that we wanted as well. Banger. Oh, we got even higher. Lovely. Lovely stuff. 7353, that's a satisfying number. I was on, I got a screenshot on my phone when it was on 7337. It was quite a satisfying. It goes Tommy, RJ, Cam, Shadow, Trent, Merrick. That is a pretty decent order. Ryan is store owned ties on. That top 4 is perfection. Maybe I had a Ryan in top 4. I'm never adding a Ryan in top 4. He might be one of the best from Megaforce, I'll give you that. Let's hope I make it to the next stream. I want to pick your brain more about content creation without being annoying about it. You're not annoying about it, trust me. I'm happy to chat to anybody. I'm also not, I'm no Mr. Beast, mainly because I'm not an awful person. But not joking. I'm no mastermind. But if anybody wants content tips and stuff, don't feel like you're bugging me. We're all good. We're all good. Thank you guys. Shall I end you guys out with some music again? I should really add like an end screen, shouldn't I? Just so like you guys can like filter out and then just end the stream straight away. Cool. You guys have been incredible. I will stream again maybe by the end of this week. Like I said, maybe next week we're gonna get Alpha King on, which would be really cool. And I did have a brief chat with Keza Henshin as well. There's a chance we'll get her on soon, which would be cool. So yeah, thank you guys. Have a good one. I'm gonna go to bed.